Hey Calibrate Tools family, welcome back to the channel. You know one of the biggest power tools I've ever operated is? Guess. Well, it's a big rig trailer. I've been driving for quite a long time, and I tell you, that is one big piece of equipment that you gotta know what you're doing with. Well, in today's episode, I spotlight a friend of mine, Calvin Early Jr. He hauls heavy equipment, and he gives us a peek into his world of hauling heavy equipment. I gotta tell you, it's very interesting. And he also shows you some trucking tips as well to keep your truck maintained properly. Okay? So stay tuned, and I'll see you right after this.
You are here with the one and only Calvin Early, owner and operator HSE LLC, located in Los Angeles, California, SoCal. We do heavy haul, we do heavy equipment rentals, we do storage. Feel free to contact me on Instagram, HSE_Incorporated. Give me a follow, give me a shout out, man. We get shirts, we got hats, we got beanies, got stickers. Let us know you found us on my man Dylan's page. We get you a shirt out to you, give us a follow, man. All right, so yeah, I'm about to adjust these brakes. We got some time, you know what I mean, getting ready to get washed. So in the meantime, you know, trying to do a little preventive maintenance. I'm about to adjust these brakes, you know what I mean, make sure everything's all ready to go. Because I run the road so much, you know, you got to get up under there, make sure, you know, you ain't missing no bits and pieces, you know, keep an eye out on everything. So I usually try to adjust brakes maybe every 2 weeks. But you got to keep an eye on them, though. It all depends on how hard you press them and whatnot. I usually should have some cardboard on the ground, but just whatever I can do in house myself, I do it. And then, like I said, believe it or not, these trucks, they take a beating every day, so it don't hurt to crawl up under here and know what your equipment is about. You gotta know what you can and what you cannot do on this stuff. So usually a mechanic can try and charge you $150, $200 just to adjust brakes, when all you gotta do is carry tools and you can do it yourself.
Okay, so what do you need? What kind of socket wrench do you need?
Well,
what size?
This is mostly because most slack adjusters and whatnot, you need a 7/16 wrench. So I use a socket. You can get a better bite on it, and it's more leverage. So you want to just, how I usually do it, I tighten it all the way up as tight as I can get it, bag off a quarter. That gives the pad enough free play in the drum, that way just barely enough so it'll spin, but you got contact when you press on it. So that's how I keep them in adjustment like that, because over time they bag off. So trying to stay on top of it. It's preventive maintenance, and you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta crawl up. If you driving a truck, you gotta crawl up under this stuff. You gotta know what you're looking for. You gotta know what you're looking at. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of stuff that you can't see from the outside, and you have a problem internal not knowing.
Gotcha.
So you gotta learn your equipment. You gotta learn your equipment, know what is what. You know. I got my CDL at age 18. I didn't start getting actual paid experience till I was about 19, because nobody wants to hire you because you're young, and on top of that, the insurance is gonna be high. So 19, I started actually driving an actual truck and trailer for a company that took a chance on me. But independently driving for myself, 2013 to present, about 12 years. 12 years on paper, yeah. 12 years on paper.
So you haul heavy equipment, and how long you been doing this?
I've been doing heavy haul since 2014, around 2014. Because you gotta think, when I first got in the game, I started off with dump trucks, Super 10, low side, high side, and then I was so fascinated with, flatbed. I wanted to be a flatbedder so bad, and I started doing flatbed. And then when I saw the heavy haul stuff, and I slowly but surely started branching over to it, and it was unreal. It was just different, very different, very, very different. A lot of responsibility in that.
So what do you like about heavy haul versus the other types?
Man, the machinery. I like the machinery because, you know, with the heavy haul, you gotta load and offload yourself. So you gotta know how to run the equipment. You gotta know how to run the machinery. You gotta know how to operate. You know what I mean?
So you have to know how to operate a bulldozer to get it up on here. You have to know how to drive it yourself.
I have to know how to do it, because sometimes when I go to job sites, I'm the only one there at the job site. I gotta know how to load. I gotta know how to tie down. I gotta know how to flag it. I gotta know how to, you know, pull my permits and everything. So it's a lot involved in it, opposed to just hopping in the seat and holding the steering wheel all day. You know what I mean? It's a difference. Oh, we right here, my man. Oh man. So, but yeah, I'm about to show you some clips. Before we go and go from there. But yeah, this is my setup, man. This is my little setup, man. I mean, it's kind of dirty right now, but it's clean. It's clean and small, but productive. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So you're gonna get your motor washed?
Honestly, you can, but I prefer not to. You know what I mean? Because they put water on it, it gets in a sensor, and then you ask them for trouble and problems. So, you know,
Gotcha.
I let them do the external stuff, but inside on top of the motor, no. We don't. It's too early to be asking for problems right now.
Yeah, guys, we got the truck wash. I'm about to get these vehicles washed. These big rigs right here, and you know, get them clean, nice and shiny. Get it on the road for you guys.
Gotta be on them. Oh yeah. Oh, and with me, I'll be on them like a drill sergeant. You know what I mean? Because a truck wash is expensive. Believe me, it is expensive. So they better not miss no spots at all. It costs to stay clean out here. This is just a small little token of what it costs. And let me remind you this. Sometimes I get washed 2 times a week sometimes. Yes. That's just to stay up and nice and clean and whatnot, because that's your rolling business card pretty much. So when you come up to a customer and they see you all filthy and dirty, they like, we want our stuff on something clean, nice and polished and everything. So it's upkeep. It's just like a wardrobe, man. Just like a wardrobe. You want to be nice and neat from head to feet. So that's how I see it. You know what I mean? So, and plus it's a write-off. You get so many washes a year, you got to have a write-off, man. So yeah.
Thanks, Calvin, for being a professional at what you do and showing us how it's done. And if you guys need some heavy equipment to haul, you know who to call. Calvin Early Jr. at HSE LLC. Hey, I tell you guys out there, especially you young guys, girls or guys, trucking is not a bad industry to get into. Get your CDL, even if you never use it, it's a good option to have, and you'll always make money. Hey, if you like the video, hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.